Yeah. So business analytics is a very profound career at this point of time in our markets because it is needed by all. When I say that, I really mean that it is needed by all. So this career has no reservation. It could be someone from botany, it could be someone from statistics, it could be someone from IT, electrical, mechanical, civil, anyone out there who's listening this career is certainly for you. This career requires a mixed bag of expertise, a mixed bag of approach, and that's why it's the most attractive field as well for students. All right, so let's start today's webinar. And before I start that, I would love to introduce myself because I am the host for today's webinar. So I'm Ankita. I'm founder of Education Street. I'm an IT engineer myself. I did it in 2006. Post that, I worked with Tech Mahindra as a software engineer. The technology then I used was mainframes. Of course, now it's quite old and obsolete, but still the most powerful one and most complicated tools are still used on mainframes. However, post that, I gave my GMAT and I wanted to go into the business side, so I went for my MBA with work experience. I went to UK for University of Leeds. I did my diploma in counseling as well because I was very interested towards counseling. So I did it from UK Council. Post that, I was recruited by British Petroleum in London and I worked there for a year and a half. And that's my story and journey. And 2010, I returned back and I formed Education Street. 10 glorious years today, 2020, and it's been an absolute journey. This is my true calling because I really love to support the student community, because I know how it is to be there, go through, be confused, go into something which you don't like, but somehow sometimes a lot of people hold back and they are not ready to accept that fact. So it's always better to understand what you like. For that, you need to explore. For that, you need to make mistakes as well. But you also need to learn and keep learning, because the markets are not the same always. So today's agenda is very positive and very crystal clear. Business analytics, that's what we are for. Business intelligence, a part of it. Tools and examples, that's what we need to learn. Jobs and salaries, oh, we all want to know what the money is what is it going to bring to us. And profile building, the essence of everything. So this is how the agenda is placed. Now coming to the topic, business analytics. So BA is a driver of a business that helps to make decision in order to achieve performance by analyzing the existing data through technological intelligence. Basically, this is a definition. But if I have to explain you in a very simple way, you have certain data, you're running a business, okay, you keep analyzing how to better it. Now this is what business analytics is. Not that a businessman or an entrepreneur or a corporate company was not doing before that. They still do, they were doing, and they will keep doing it. But of course, with the advent of technology, there are better tools and there are better possibilities to predict things, to handle things and optimize things. Hence, business analytics is a new keyword which gives you intelligence, because technology is imparted in every part of the business right now, guys. So gone are the old days where the businesses were run on guts and you always say that, okay, I had a gut feeling and I went for it. No, it doesn't work completely on it right now. What it works is on prediction, analysis, and data. So that is where business analytics come in picture. Now coming to business intelligence. Very simple by the term itself, but let's define business intelligence. Business intelligence is about using data to make intelligent business decisions by monitoring, collecting, and reporting data for interpretation. Very simple. That's what I said. BA, BI is for people from all possible fields. It's not Greek and Latin for anyone. It can be picked up by everyone who wants to get into this field. So it involves identifying So basically it's intelligence. You as an BI person, you would be sitting with the stakeholders of the business, you would identify the departments, you would read reports. So you would be talking on the existing data which is there in front of you. So you will try to get the the unstructured data and try to get analysis out of it. Now how are these two related? So these concepts have typical differences first. So let me explain you that. Business intelligence work studies past and current raw data to determine current trends for most effective operations in the present. So BI is to get and improve current business operations. I hope you get that, right? So I analyze my business today, that what is going, how is it going, or what questions I want to answer. Whereas BA analyzes past data to form predictive models that include optimal techniques for future performance. So I am a company who's also worried about that what will happen in the future. I need to be ready now. That's exactly why you are on this webinar, right guys? You want to be ready for your future. You can't go by finishing your bachelor's and one fine day after you have your bachelor's degree in hand and then decide what you want to do. It doesn't work that way. You need to implement, have a strategy right from your first year of your bachelor's. So that's exactly what BA is used by the corporates. It helps improve future strategy. So these two things might sound very different, but actually they answer, and they also answer different questions. Okay, so BI helps a business to answer what happened and what was the trend, whereas BA helps them to answer, will it occur again, where is the trend going, what will happen next. Like currently we all want to anticipate where are we going ahead. Like all the hotel industry is questioning that will the hotels ever open up in the next year. That's a big question, because we all don't know how things are going to be. Social distancing might be a regular way, we all feel it should not be, but that is how anticipation is happening. But you can't work on anticipation, you cannot work on emotional things. What you need is data, what you need is, you need to identify trends, and that's exactly what they work on. So BI and BA both work on data, but BI focuses on present and BA focuses on future, but both of them is required for businesses. So business success is only possible if I implement BI and BA. So I don't want to confuse you a lot, but basically BI is a process, okay, wherein you evaluate, you analyze, you model data and everything. Whereas BA is more of a job, it's a role which you play. Business analytics is a bigger set, and BI is a part of BA. So I hope that makes it clear. Now coming to what are the tools utilized for business analytics. Okay, so I spoke in my coding webinar about lot of languages, and few of them which are coming up again is R, Python and Tableau. We already spoke about them. Now you see these analytical tools, which is R, Python, Apache, Storm, Spark, Pig and Hive, SAS, Excel, ClickView, Splunk, you name it, and there are immense amount of technologies which have already been in the market. Now these technology are quite disruptive, they are making every company fall for them, and you see the top companies using them: Accenture, Alibaba, Uber, Groupon, Yahoo, HSBC, Citibank, Coca-Cola, Cognizant. All these companies are your dream companies, am I right? We all aspire to be part of these big companies. So if you know what the companies want, and if you're ready with these tools and aspects to in your profile, don't you think so it will be very easy for you to crack them up? At least you have a fair chance, at least you have given them a reason to see you among all the thousands of resumes which they get each day. Just clearing a bachelor or just clearing an engineering no more works, because that's what we all are into. We are into mass production. India has major population, and that's also a huge competition to us. So these companies want the best. the brightest. If you involve your time, you involve yourself in exploring these languages, experimenting with these languages, utilizing these tools, it is going to be that you are going to give yourself a huge platform to crack these dream companies. So that's exactly what you want to do. What we do is we always think, okay, we have enough time, we will do it later, but that later never comes in. So what we do, we kill our time, and we are almost enjoying this slumber zone, and one day then we again start hunting for it, and we are in our, we have killed it already. So these analytical tools is what BA or a business analyst uses. Business analyst analytical will be much more clearer with few examples which I'm going to run through. They will actually clear your thoughts on what BA does. So now coming to the first example. So business analytics have lot of applications. So I'm taking around 5 applications here. First one, very easy to understand, customer analytics. Using analytics to boost customer acquisition and retention. Now, of course, this is where every retail company, every FMCG company wants it. They want to acquire new customer, and they also want to retain the customer. So here is an example of Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola uses analytics to build digital-led loyalty program for customer retention, uses big data, analytics and data science and all possible things. But this is where analytics come in picture. So basically what Coca-Cola does, it does, so whatever ads they bring in, all right, it is just not what a creative director has created in its own way or some dream or some thoughts. They actually run an entire strategy that what are their customers looking for, and how loyalty can be built with these ads. So whatever ads or whatever digital marketing they do or a digital led content they're bringing in such a way that they have customers which come back to them. So for Coca-Cola, even after being decades old in the market, I mean, I don't know how old the company is, but we all know it should be good for 60-70 decades now. So in this case, even at 6 to 7 decades, sorry. So even in this case, they require to utilize technology. So customer analytics is what they use so that they can acquire new young people, and they can also retain the old loyal customers. So customer analytics is one part. Then coming to marketing analytics. Now, marketing analytics is again any company who wants to drive their advertisements, okay, who want to offer or who want to get their marketing digitally or print wise or physically or whatever, they require analytics again. So a huge application by all of it. Very simple example, the most used app right now, what is it? Netflix, right? We all binge watch on it. How easily it gives us recommendations. Have you seen that? Of course we have seen that. So if you are a Shah Rukh Khan fan, you would see there are a lot of movies of those kinds. It is not necessary just the actor that you follow, but it could also be like if you like drama, you like romance, you would see recommendations of those types in your Netflix browser. Now this is what they have seen. In fact, you would be amused at the number. 80% of the users of Netflix actually go by their recommendations. So we slowly have given that intelligence to them as well. So why does that happen? Because there's an analytic guy who's sitting enough. This immense example. I am someone who uses Facebook. I go on Facebook. I watch a lot of animal videos. Facebook uses that. The analytical tool behind Facebook uses that and tries to sell me animal products. So whoever is an animal selling products, which is there on Facebook and paying Facebook to get customers, they will eventually have me because Facebook has identified that for them. So their marketing, their advertisement is a big chain. So that's how analytics work, and it gives big revenues to the companies, and that's exactly what we all want, businesses want. Now the third thing is risk analytics. financial world, banking, stock brokerage, all of them want to know the trends. How is market happening? Oil crashes, some tsunami somewhere or something that way. These are all facts which affect stock market, right? We all know that. So in this case, if suppose any of such trends is identified, the system is so intelligent with BI and BA, they try to mitigate the risk. So with data which is there with them, they apply the business intelligence and they try to get them the trends ahead. So risk analytics is also a very big part of this thing. So as I'm talking, you would realize the kind of career paths you can have. You can be a marketing person with marketing analytics as your expertise, and you could be working in that genre, or you could be into financial world and with analytical as your expertise, you would be working as a risk mitigator. So there are absolutely different avenues for a BA, and that is the beauty of this career path, that eventually this is going to lead you to what you want, whichever industry you want. So it is applicable to wide variety of jobs. Now the fourth example, so I'm giving different examples for you to relate to it, because there would be people with different interest points. Now comes the fourth, product analytics. As I mentioned earlier, you just can't get in something in a market just because you feel good about it or you have gut feeling about it. That would be called very foolish. Now, driver of innovation and product development is analytics. There's a huge science behind it, how the trend is happening, and it's so volatile. One day we are using something, the next day users have changed and they've gone to something else. We have seen that ourselves, right? So we are very volatile people. The market is very volatile. If I invest into the R&D and bring that product, just before it picks up, there's a new thought process, a new trend, a new vibe. It is going to kill all my investment. So every company who wants to invest and who does research and development on any product, they use analytics to be very sure whether this product is going to last in the market or not. So all innovations and product development happen with a go ahead from a product analyst. So that's very, very important to understand in this case. So this one, and then coming to one more example, there are a lot many, but I have picked 5. Now the fifth one is supply chain analytics. Now supply chain is a very big thing. Right now we all know our entire supply chain has been destroyed because of the lockdown, because of the current COVID-19 situation. We all understand that now. So basically there's no logistics, there's no inventory, there are no warehouses open. So the entire supply chain has been destroyed. Now in this case, let me explain you what in normal times it happens. So Pepsi is a manufacturer of Pepsi, of course we all know and we all drink. So Pepsi normally just doesn't go by, okay, I make 500 bottles, I'll make 500 bottles. No, it doesn't work that way. Pepsi has a huge widespread market. Asia, Africa, America, different continents, different regions, different states, different this thing. They need to identify their supplies according to the need. So in this case, the demand has to be mapped. Now in this case, there are varied factors. So Pepsi needs to forecast the production, the shipments, the volumes, the inventory. They need to send the right number of products to right region. So suppose an example, Mumbai region in Thane consumes around 500 bottles, all right? But Pepsi sends around 1 lakh bottles there. It is going to be a loss to the company because I have spent a lot on sending that product to Thane, but actually I did not identify that Thane requires only 500 bottles. In this case, I'm overutilizing and I'm sending more product to that area. However, I should have strategized it well and send around distributed bottles to different regions, because then in that case, I do not make any Pepsi drinker not have the product in when asked for. So that is how supply chain analytics work, guys. I'm talking about big companies because we aspire to go big companies. But if I want to go and tone myself down, just imagine even a medium scale company or even a small scale company. Don't you think so they require analytics? Of course they do, because if they are able to analyze it, don't you think so they will make really good, worthy decisions? And that's exactly why analytics is becoming so crucial, not only with the big companies, but also growing and seamlessly growing in varied areas and industries. So the more and more you explore, the more and more expertise you get it, the more and more you will grow in this market. In fact, a business analyst can also work on its own as a free consultant or a freelancer because you have the expertise of varied industry. So I will again go through the different types of analytics which we already spoke by the examples. So there's marketing analytics, as I said. So anyone, a small company, let's talk about small companies now. I want to launch a product or a service in the market. I need to have a proper segmentation, a distribution channel, a campaign analytics. I need to know at what time the users are most active, and accordingly I up my marketing on social media or wherever. So that's very important. Marketing analytics, risk analytics, I already spoke. If I have invested my money, my wealth manager really need to be on it. I have given 50 rupees. I need that my 50 rupees becomes 70 rupees and not like it becomes minus 10. So for that, they need to profile, they need to mitigate risk, they need to map the trends along with it. Customer analytics, we spoke about it. We need to have loyalty, we need to see, the customers come back. So lifestyle, shopper stop, they all have analytics behind. They see that, okay, don't you see you have SMSs coming to you that, oh, we saw you last 6 months back, and hi Ankita, we have not seen you for quite a long time. How does that happen? Because there is someone who's sitting behind to identify whether you reached out to them in a long time or not. That's how they entice you with offers. They bring in customers and they attract customers by making funnels. Supply chain, I gave about Pepsi. Human resource analytics, in fact companies, HR. So if I am interested in HR, I can combine HR with analytics, and I can bring in that how does attrition rate work, how do employees leave, why do they leave, what kind of offers make them live there or be there, what are the loyalty factors, how training impacts the work. There are so many things which analytics does at every stage of a company. May you be interested in marketing, finance, HR, operations, logistics, everywhere analytics is used. And that's why in the start I mentioned analytics is for everybody. Analytics is for someone who wants to challenge themselves and solve real-time problems. And the last one is web analytics. This is where Facebook, all these companies, even a small scale company, I'm a fashion designer, I need to sell my new designs and my new product of sari. I will analyze on social media, I will have those customer life cycle. I would target audience properly, that okay, this dress would be suitable for people under 40, so I will target that. So this is where analytics come in picture. The more I speak, I know I would again be repeating it, but I just want to say again that analytics is for everyone, and that's where we are going. So whoever works on analytics is of course very logical, called as business analyst. So what does a business analyst do? Let me tell you about that. So it's a very interesting job. I hope that guy is with spec is you. If someone looks like that, please wave out to me. Jokes apart, so basically the business analyst normally first reaches out to stakeholders. When I say stakeholders, it is my client in this case. So I go to my client and I understand their problems. I understand their current setup. So I identify my business needs, what is required by the customer. And then I transfer those needs to my technology team. So guys, I need to know the business side. I need to know the technology side. SAS, Tableau, R, Python. I might not code, but I need to understand what those languages are like. So I give them a detailed requirement so that they can create what the customer want and not something which is out of the box at all. Okay, so that is how crucial and business analyst is. So the technology team solves the problem, gives the solution, and then you test it with the customer. So basically the customer will validate your solution, and hopefully it will work marvelous for the client. If it doesn't, you're screwed up as a business analyst, because you're not done the job right. The customer needs solution. They will not tell you how the solution has to come. You need to get the solution, and to get solution you need to be well versed with all sort of technologies, so that you can use the best technology, propose the best technology, and get the best process for the company and the customer. So guys, it requires a lot of things. It requires soft skills, because you should be able to deal with your customer, talk with your customer, and get right information from the customer. So soft skills are very important. In fact, soft skills is applicable everywhere. You need technical skills. So of course, as I said, you might not be coding, but you need to have an understanding towards the coding, because that will help you to understand what your team needs to do, how long will it take, how challenging it is, or whether it is possible or not, so you don't overcommit to your customer. So that is where your technology, your soft skills, and of course all possible things come in picture here. Your mathematical skills, your logical, your analytical skills, your strategy thinking, everything is involved in this. The more you learn, the more you experiment. So as a bachelor student, as a learner, I need to start now, so that I have different experiences. First I start by learning languages, then I start making projects, then I do internships, then I publish papers, I write, I talk to BAs, I introduce myself to successful business analysts in the industry, I read about them, I follow international magazines, and on and on and on. There are so many things so that you become a dream business analyst. So guys, this career is very, very rewarding. So the salaries in the industries are very rewarding. So to start with, I have a lot of countries which are very popular for business analysts. So US, of course, it's always the pioneer and always the attraction, because they offer the best salaries and they're the best paymasters. So around $64,000 to $1,72,000 is what their average salary or thing is. $100,000 is the average salary. Canada is $72,000. UK is £36,000. Their yearly salaries, guys. Singapore 52,000 Singaporean dollars. Australia 82,000 Australian dollars. And India is around 12 lakh rupees. So guys, that's how you see. Do you see that? The pay scales are really high. It will not come to you if you have just done one certification. So don't be very happy, jump into it and do something small and try to get something big. No, it is not going to happen that way. You first start as a junior BA, then a senior BA. You build yourself, then you become a business architect. You become eventually this. These salaries, if I have to tell you right, is going to be when you reach work as a BA and you work as a year or two. The starting would be around, in India, would be around 8 lakh rupees if you start as a junior BA, because there's a dearth of these kind of jobs, students with these kind of skills. So please go for it. It's a very, very interesting and rewarding field in this case. So why do companies go for business analytics? So 3 top reasons I've found out for you. So one thing is, it helps in cost control. Now, even today, we know that, right? Every company is suffering because there's huge cost behind. So they need to have cost in control, otherwise they come crashing. So that's what one of the very important reason what business analytics does for them. Quick and wise decision making. So they work. So as I said, BA and BI works on the current situation and also helps them to have future strategies. So that is why it is giving them a powerful decision making. And the third thing is analyzing competitor wisely. Don't we all look at it? We always have a competitor, may it be a student, may it be a counselor, or may it be Pepsi. We always at every stage have a competitor, and we all want to monitor what they're doing because we don't want to miss out the game. So that's very very crucial again in this case. So business analytics, if I have to mention, it's so damn interesting that you really really need to do it. Even if you are an electrical engineer and I'm also interested in embedded system, that's absolutely fine, but I should also go for BA, I would say, because there's always an interdisciplinary merging. So I can merge two different fields with business analytics, and that's why it's very very powerful. HR person, an operation person, and financial, a BCom guy, everyone can learn business analytics. Where to study? A lot of programs available online: GitHub, Coursera, Udemy, Code Academy. But the best option is to get a master's program in a university. Could be studying abroad would be the best option for business analytics, because then you get an entire spectrum and you're validated as a BA in this case. So I would suggest that, but however, don't now hold on your horses. Don't wait that okay, she has mentioned, so I will wait till my bachelor's and then go for a master's. No, you start working on it so that you have a better application for master's as well. So that is what my suggestion would be, guys. So for all students, whichever field, every semester matters, period. This is what you have to tell yourself. Don't be lethargic, don't be lousy. I am just in my first year, I'll sit back, I'll do something in second year. Second year comes, goes, third year comes, goes, and then I finished myself. It will, nothing will happen much. You will just compromise on your career. You might not jumpstart your career. But if I'm someone who wants to really make a powerful impact, I really want to make a statement, just because I want to prove myself, I would work from today itself. And that's why we have bought profile building mentoring. We want to be that career advisor to you. Why? Because there are a lot of things, guys, and we really really want to support you. Even in your lethargic moment, there's someone who's going to tell you, please stand tall. So PBM is basically for all risers. You either rise up now or you risk it all. That's simple. It is that way. So PBM is an intensive and customized mentoring program by us, Education Street. It is headed by me, designed to provide you with skills and advantages you need to find a good job. We all need that. Or if you
Hello? Can you all hear me? Hello, hello. All right. So Ankita has got disconnected. I would have to continue from here. Okay. I would not be able to share my screen because I am a co-author. Then too, I'll just brief you up about what is a PBM program in short. And maybe later on from tomorrow's, you can attend tomorrow's webinar wherein Ankita can also take further and discuss about what is a PBM program, mentoring program exactly about. Okay. So as Ankita mentioned, hello.
Hi guys. I'm sorry. I'm back.
All right, Ankita, take over. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, guys, I'm really, really sorry. There was a light power cut, so the internet also went off. So as I was talking, just a minute. Yeah. So PBM is for, so what does PBM offers? PBM offers exposure to skills. There are ample of skills out there, but we need to find the right fit for you. Roadmap of time, we kill time, and hence it is very important that we have a roadmap for each semester. So it's a roadmap for three months where we involve and we direct you for. We pick the right technical skills, we choose a right course so that you have a right certificate. Industry, they are so volatile that we really need to be abreast of the current trends and systems. Internships, we need to do internships, so we guide you how to get those. Entrepreneurship, and at the end the byproduct is a powerful resume building which would be shining up the stack of all the employers. So who is PBM for? It is for all kind of engineering students, it is for students from all kind of bachelors, and it is at varied stage. You could be a first year student, a second year, or a third year. Wherever you are, we can reach out to you and we can help you out with that. So it's very, very important that you make the right decision and you stand tall, and so that you can see far. So PBM is for everybody, and the outcome is basically that you're skillful, you really know, you have tested few things, you also know what you're not good at. Okay, so that helps a lot so that you can shine. The identification of what after bachelor's, could be a job, could be a master's, two options out there, or you can also start your own thing. So that identification and things are that we want to help you out with. You would be job relevant, there would be admissions wherein you can attract scholarships because you have a good profile, and the major thing, you would be super confident person because you know what you want from yourself. So that's exactly what we want. We are not going to get you answers, guys, but we are going to help you how to get those answers by your own self, and that's exactly what we want and what we would be doing as a career advisor. The program actually has a special offer for you guys. Wherever you are, we want you on board with us. The normal price is 10,000, but all the webinar people who have joined us, the offer price is 7,000 only. Guys, just imagine, the price is not something which is very high, but the offers and the quality and the results are going to be really, really high. So how does PBM work? Primary profile counseling. So first I would be having a 1 hour session with the student to understand, map the current profile of the student. After that, we would set a roadmap for next 3 months. Yes, 3 months only, because we know we don't trust you more than that. So we will have a roadmap, we will list the skills, certification, readings, blogging, activities, whatever is going to be the best to capitalize your profile. And then we keep doing this for three months until your bachelor's is over. So that's exactly how long it is going to be. So the price is relatively something which is going to give you the most out of it than what you're going to pay. Now the general questions. A lot of courses and certifications are available online. What will you do extra in this? Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. There are loads of options. Confusion max hai boss ki kaun sa course karu. Even if you Google now business analytics, you will find out that there are hundred of people offering you BA course. Now which one do I take? Just the first one because it is there on my search engine first? No, it doesn't work that way. We need to find out and identify what that course is about and what technical things are they going to offer. So an expert is surely required, guys. Until and unless you want to mess your time and your money, choice is yours. Is the price for entire duration? Yes, it's absolutely. We from Education Street is not going to charge anything extra. The only thing that you need to pay is for the course and trainings which you select. So you're going to do directly to them. And how is PBM delivered? Technology, guys. Wherever you are, whatever time you are, we are going to deliver this with technology. So it is going to be, if you are in Mumbai, it could be face to face because I have 3 offices in Mumbai, Mulund, Vashi and Vile Parle. But even if you're in Mumbai or wherever across, we would love to support you by video chats, by technology, by webinars, phones, emails. So the communication is seamless and smooth. So do not worry about that. And of course, we are also expert into studying abroad, which is also a major forte. And we send students across globe wherever you want and desire to. So if in case you want to do that. And now the surprise, guys, we have a certificate of appreciation for one and all of you because we really understand the time that you have given us and we want to send you a certificate with your name, and this is a certificate which you're going to WhatsApp or email you. Please help us. Please tag us with Education Street. We will give you love by sending a hard copy of the certificate to your address as well. So this is where we bring in value to you because I understand the value of certificates when you're sitting in front of an employer. I myself see it when I'm interviewing someone. So more the certificates, better your opportunity to impress someone. Last and the foremost, sorry for the glitch in between, but I could do nothing about it. Please get in touch with me. In case if you have any questions, Ankita at educationstreet.in. We are going to share link of online counseling, so you can register as, you can book a counseling session with us so that we can talk more, you can have your doubts solved, and we surely want you on board, guys. Trust me, this 7,000 rupees is not going to be wasted at all. It is going to help you build yourself, and we would be the guiding force, but at the end you're taking charge of your own. So we want to support you in this case, and please shower us at Education Street on all social medias because that will update you with all what we keep doing, and we do really interesting things, guys. I would love to boost about that. So thank you once and all, and hope so this session was useful. Tomorrow's session is artificial intelligence. There's a small glitch here that we happen to mention machine learning also for tomorrow, but it's going to be on 27th. So in case if that's a confusion, please register again for it. So tomorrow I'll see you for artificial intelligence, guys. Please help us spread this word. Your friends, your family, your cousins, they would all might benefit from it. Thanks again, once again, and hope so the session was useful. Are there any questions which I have to answer? I think I've lost a lot of people. Any which ways. All right. So thank you, guys. See you soon. See you tomorrow. And I hope there's no technical issues tomorrow.